Respected friends, here we are together every day morning for this 1.5 hour to go through Veda Parayanam, to go through common sense thought, to go through Dhyana Purvaka Mantrocharana, and also our Shanti Mantra Sankalpa Upanishad Parayanam, Upanishad Adhyanam with Bhagwan Sri Adi Shankara Bhashya. Shwethashwathara Upanishad under discussion. Last sixth chapter, the mantras indicating to us the nature of the reality, the truth. Our job is to grasp it, to abide in it. That's what we have to do, and we have to keep on doing that is what till we are able to do it. But the sadhana slips out of us. We totally enter into the world. To protect ourselves from that fall, here we are every day to remind ourselves. Necessarily, we have to come to the class, listen, study, remember. नहीं तो भूल ही जाते हैं हम. Totally we get lost. Very good. And here the Parabrahma Tattva, the Ishvara Tattva, the Jagannatha, Devata Gana, Guru Gana, Shastra Gana, Anugraha also we need. This we invoke through all these activities. So to our Vyaktitva Vikasa also has to happen, so that as long as we are under the sky on this horizon, our presence should be an asset to others. For all these reasons and much more and many more, here we are throughout the day going through our various shastras, trying to understand them. In the first aspect of Veda Parayanam, it is Samavediya Chandogya Upanishad. Yesterday we have started the fifth Adhyaya. First Khanda we could do all the 15 mantras. Today let us do the second Khanda, and time permits third two. Second has 9, third has 7 mantras. See, Om Atha Parayanam Samavediya Chandogyopanishad Atha Panchamodhyayah Dvitiyah Khandah. Om Sahovacha Kimmennam Bhavishyatiti Sahovacha Kimmennam Bhavishyatiti Yat Kinchid Idam Ashvabhya Ashakunibhyah iti Hochuho यत्किंचित इदम आश्वभ्य आशकुनिभ्य इति होचुः तद्वा एतद् अनस्यान्नं तद्वा एतद् अनस्यान्नम् अनोह वै नाम प्रत्यक्षम् अनोह वै नाम प्रत्यक्षम् न ह वा एवं विधि किंचन न ह वा एवं विधि किंचन अन्नं किंचन अनन्नं भवतीति अनन्नं भवतीति सहोवाच किं मे वासो भविष्यतीति सहोवाच किं मे वासो भविष्यतीति आप इति होचुः तस्माद्वा एतद् अशिष्यन्तः तस्माद्वा एतद् अशिष्यन्तः पुरस्ताच्च उपरिष्टाच्च पुरस्ताच्च उपरिष्टाच्च अद्भिः परिददति अद्भिः परिददति लम्भुकोह वासो भवति लम्भुकोह वासो भवति अनग्नोह भवति अनग्नोह भवति तद्धैतत् सत्यकामो जाबवालो गोश्रुतये तद्धैतत् सत्यकामो जाबालो गोश्रुतये वैयाग्रपद्याय उक्त्वा उवाच वैयाग्रपद्याय उक्त्वा उवाच यद्यपि एनत् शुष्काय स्थानवे ब्रूयात् यद्यपि एनत् शुष्काय स्थानवे ब्रूयात् जायेरन् एव अस्मिन् शाखाः जायेरन्नेव अस्मिन् शाखाः प्ररोहेयुः पलाशानीति परोहेयुः पलाशानीति अथ यदि महत् जिगमिषेत् अथ यदि महज्जिगमिषेत् अमावास्यायां दीक्षित्वा अमावास्यायां दीक्षित्वा पौर्णमास्यां रात्रौ सर्वौषधस्य मंथं दधिं सर्वौषधस्य मंथं दधिं अधुनोरुपमथ्या ज्येष्ठाय श्रेष्ठाय स्वाहा इति ज्येष्ठाय श्रेष्ठाय स्वाहा इति अग्नौ आज्यस्य हुत्वा मंथे संपातमवनयेत् मंथे संपातमवनयेत् वसिष्ठाय स्वाहा इति अग्नौ आज्यस्य हुत्वा वसिष्ठाय स्वाहेति अग्नावाज्यस्य हुत्वा मंथे संपातमवनयेत् मंथे संपातमवनयेत् प्रतिष्ठायै स्वाहा इति अग्नावाज्यस्य हुत्वा प्रतिष्ठायै स्वाहेत्यग्नावाज्यस्य हुत्वा मंथे संपातम अवनयेत मंथे संपातम अवनयेत संपदे स्वाहेति अग्नावाज्यस्य हुत्वा संपदे स्वाहेत्यग्नावाज्यस्य हुत्वा मंथे संपातम अवनयेद मंथे संपातम अवनयेत आयतनाय स्वाहा इति अग्नावाज्यस्य हुत्वा आयतनाय स्वाहा इति अग्नावाज्यस्य हुत्वा मंथे संपातमवनयेत मंथे संपातम अवनयेत अथ प्रतिसृप्य अंजलौ मंथमाधाय अथ प्रतिसृप्य अंजलौ मंथमाधाय जपति अमो नामास्य माहिते जपति अमो नामास्य माहिते सर्वमिदगं सहि ज्येष्ठः श्रेष्ठः सर्वमिदगं सहि ज्येष्ठः श्रेष्ठः राजाधिपतिः राजाधिपतिः समाज्यैष्ठ्यगं श्रैष्ठ्यगं राज्यं समाज्यैष्ठ्यगं श्रैष्ठ्यगं राज्यम् आधिपत्यं गमयतु आधिपत्यं गमयतु अहमेव इदगं सर्वमसानीति अहमेव इदगं सर्वमसानीति अथ खलु एतयर्चापच्छ अथ खलु एतयर्चापच्छ आचामति आस्कामति तत्सवितुर्वृणीमहि इति आचमामति तत्सवितुर्वृणीमहि इति आचामति वयं देवस्य भोजनमिति आचामति वयं देवस्य भोजनमित्याचामति श्रेष्ठगं सर्वतातम् अमित्याचामति तुरंभगस्य धीमहीति सर्वं पिबते तुरंभगस्य धीमहीति सर्वं पिबते निर्णिज्य कगंसं चमसं वा निर्णिज्य कगंसं चमसं वा पश्चादग्नेः संविशते चर्मणि वा स्थण्डिले वा वाचं यमो प्रसाहः स यदि स्त्रियं पश्येत् समृद्धं कर्मेति विद्यात् स यदि स्त्रियं पश्येत् समृद्धं कर्मेति विद्यात् तदेष श्लोकः यदा कर्मसु काम्येषु स्त्रियगं स्वप्नेषु पश्यति समृद्धिं तत्र जानीयात् तस्मिन् स्वप्ननिदर्शने अथ तृतीयः खण्डः ओम तत्वमसि आने वाला है। ओम श्वेतकेतुर्हारुणेयः पंचालानागं समितिम् एयाय पंचालानागं समितिमेयाय तगंह प्रवाहनो जैवलिर्वाच कुमारानुत्वा शिषत्पिता इति कुमार अनुत्वा अशिष्यत्पिता इति अनुहि भगव इति वेत्त यदितोधि प्रजाः प्रयन्तीति न भगव इति वेत्थ यथा पुनरावर्तन्ता इति न भगव इति वेत्थ पथोर्देवयानस्य पितृयानस्य च व्यावर्तना इति न भगव इति वेत्थ यथासौ लोको वेत्थ यथासौ लोको न सम्पूर्यत इति न सम्पूर्यत इति न भगव इति न भगव इति वेत्थ यथा पंचम्यामाहुता वापः पुरुषवचसो भवन्ति इति वेत्थ यथा पंचम्यामाहुता वापः पुरुषवचसो भवन्ति इति नैव भगव इति नैव भगव इति अथानु किमनुशिष्टो वाच यथा अथानु किमनुशिष्टो वोचथा यो हि इमानि न विद्यात् यो हि इमानि न विद्यात् कथगं सोऽनुशिष्टो ब्रुवीत इति कथगं सोऽनुशिष्टो ब्रुवीत इति सहायः सहायस्तः पितुरर्धमेयाय सहायस्तः पितुरर्धमेयाय तगमहोवाच तगमहोवाच अननुशिष्यवाव किल अननुशिष्यवाव किल मा भगवान् ब्रवीत् मा भगवान् ब्रवीत् अनुत्वाशिषमिति अनुत्वाशिषमिति पञ्चमाराजन्यबन्धुः पञ्चमाराजन्यबन्धुः प्रश्नानप्राक्षीत् प्रश्नानप्राक्षीत् तेषां नैकञ्चनाशकं विविक्तुं तेषां नैकञ्चनाशकं विवक्तुम् इति सहोवाच इति सहोवाच यथा मा त्वं तदा एतानवादो यथा मा त्वं तदैतानवदो यथाहमेषां नैकञ्चन वेद यथाहमेषां नैकञ्चन वेद यदि अहम् इमम् अनवेदिष्यं यदि अहम् इमम् अनवेदिष्यं कथं तेनावक्ष्यमिति कथं तेनावक्ष्यमिति सः गौतमो राज्ञो अर्धमेयाय सः गौतमो राज्ञो अर्धमेयाय तस्मै प्राप्तायार्हां चकार तस्मै प्राप्तायार्हां चकार सः प्रातः सभाग उदेयाय सः प्रातः सभाग उदेयाय तगं होवाच मानुषस्य भगवन् गौतम मानुषस्य भगवन् गौतम वित्तस्य वरं वृणीथा इति वित्तस्य वरं वृणीथा इति सहोवाच तवैव राजन् मानुषं वित्तं सहोवाच तवैव राजन् मानुषं वित्तं यामेव कुमारस्यान्ते वाचं यामेव कुमारस्यान्ते वाचम् अभाषताः अभाषताः तामेव मे ब्रूहीति तामेव मे ब्रूहीति सः कृच्छ्री बभूव सः कृच्छ्री बभूव तगंह चिरं वसेति तगंह चिरं वसेति आज्ञापयाञ्चकार आज्ञापयाञ्चकार तगंहोवाच तगंहोवाच यथा मा त्वं गौतम यथा मा त्वं गौतम अवदो यथा इयं न प्राक् अवदो यथा इयं न प्राक् तत्तः पुरा विद्या ब्राह्मणान् गच्छति तत्तः पुरा विद्या ब्राह्मणान् गच्छति तस्मादु सर्वेषु लोकेषु क्षत्रस्यैव प्रशासनम् अभूत् इति क्षत्रस्यैव प्रशासनम् अभूत् इति तस्मै होवाच ओम शांति शांति शांति। कल जो है विल टेक अप फ्रॉम 4th खंड अप टू द 10th वन। ओम अथ सामवेदीय छांदोग्योपनिषद पंचमोऽध्यायः अथ द्वितीयः खण्डः। ओम सहोवाच किं मेन्नं भविष्यदेते यत्किञ्चित् इदम् आश्वभ्य आशकुनिभ्य इति होचुः तद्वा एतद् अन्नस्य अन्नम् अनो ह वै नाम प्रत्यक्षं न ह वा एवं विधि किञ्चन अन्नं भवतीति सहोवाच किं मे वासो भविष्यतीति आवैति होचुः तस्माद्वा एतद् अशिष्यन्तः पुरस्ताच्च उपरिष्टाच्च अद्भिः परिदधति लम्भुको ह वासो भवति अनुग्नो ह भवति तद्धैतत् सत्यकामो जाबालो गोश्रुतये वैयाग्रपद्याय त्वा उवाच यद्यपि एनच्छुष्काय स्थानमे ब्रूयात् जायेरन् एव अस्मिन् शाकाः प्ररोहेयुः पलाशानि इति अत यदि महज्जिगमिषेत् अमावास्यायां दीक्षित्वा पौर्णमास्यां रात्रौ सर्वौषधस्य मन्तं दधिम् अधुना अधुना अधुनोरुपमध्याम् ज्येष्ठाय श्रेष्ठाय स्वाहा इति अग्नावाज्यस्य हुत्वा मन्ते सम्पातमवनयेत वसिष्ठाय स्वाहेत्यज्ञावाज्यस्य हुत्वा अन्ते सम्पातमवनयेत प्रतिष्ठायै स्वाहेत्यज्ञावाज्यस्य हुत्वा अन्ते सम्पातमवनयेत सम्पदे स्वाहेत्यज्ञावाज्यस्य हुत्वा अन्ते सम्पातमवनयेत आयतनाय स्वाहेत्यज्ञावाज्यस्य हुत्वा अन्ते सम्पातमवनयेत अथ प्रतिसृप्याञ्जलौ मन्थमाधाय जपति अमो नाम अस्य माहिते सर्वहिमिदगं स हि ज्येष्ठः श्रेष्ठो राजा अधिपतिः समाज्येष्ठ्यगं श्रैष्ठ्यगं राज्यम् आधिपत्यं गमयतु अहमेव इदगं सर्वमसानीति हत खलु एतयर्च पच्छ आचामति तत्सवितुर्वृणीमहीति आचामति वयं देवस्य भोजनमित्याचामति श्रेष्ठगं सर्वदातमम् इति आचामति पुरं भगस्य धीमहीति सर्वं पिबति निर्निज्य खगंसं चहुसं वा पश्चादग्नेः संविशति चर्मणि वा स्तण्डिले वा वाचय्यमोऽप्रसाहः स यदि स्त्रियं पश्येत् समृद्धं कर्मेति विद्यात् तदेष श्लोकः यदा कर्मसु कामेषु स्त्रियगं स्वप्नेषु पश्यति समृद्धिं तत्र जानीयात् तस्मिन् स्वप्ननिदर्शने इति द्वितीयः खण्डः अथ तृतीयः खण्डः श्वेतकेतुर्हारुणेयः पञ्चालानागं समितिमेयाय तगंह प्रवाहणो जैवलिर्वाच कुमार अनुत्वा अशिष्यत्पिता इति अनुहि भगव इति वेत्त यदितोऽधि प्रजाः प्रयन्तीति न भगव इति वेत्त यथा पुनरावर्तन्ता इति न भगव इति वेत्त पथोर्देवयानस्य पितृयानस्य च व्यावर्तना इति न भगव इति वेत्त यथासौ लोको न सम्पूर्यत इति न भगव इति वेत्त यथा पञ्चम्याम् आहुता वापः पुरुषवचसो भवन्ति इति नैव भगव इति अथानु किम् अनुशिष्टो वोचता यो हिमानि न विद्यात् कथकं सोऽनुशिष्टो ब्रुवीतेति सहायस्तः पितुरर्धमेयाय तगं होवाच अननुशिष्यवाव किल मा भगवान् अब्रवीत् अनुत्वा शिशमिति पञ्चमा राजन्यबन्धुः प्रश्नान् अप्राक्षीत तेषां नैकञ्चनाशकं विवक्तुमिति स होवाच यथा मा त्वं तदैतानवदो यथाहमेषां नैकञ्चन वेद यदि अहम् इमम् अनवेदिष्यं कथं ते न अवक्ष्यम् इति सः गौतमो राज्ञो अर्धमेयाय तस्मै प्राप्तायार्हां चकार सः प्रातः सभागौदेयाय तगं होवाच मानुषस्य भगवन् गौतम वित्तस्य वरं वृणीता इति स होवाच तवैव राजन् मानुषं वित्तं यामेव कुमारस्यान्ते वाचमभाषाताः तामेव मे ब्रूहीति सः कृच्छ्री बभूव तगं चिरं वसेति आज्ञापयाञ्चकार तगं होवाच यथा मा त्वं गौतमावदो यथा इयं न प्राक् त्वत्तः पुरा विद्या ब्राह्मणान् गच्छति तस्मादु सर्वेषु लोकेषु क्षत्रस्य एव प्रशासनमभूदिति तस्मै होवाच ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. A very good attempt on our part just to chant these mantras. Best thing. Spare time. Time won't be available. Time is time, that's it. We have to plan to use it for what is best. Mitro, in today's our second aspect of common sense thought, few things. First and foremost, around us, the world is there, the world of people are there. The seniors are there, the elders are there, the experienced are there, the wise people are there, the well wishers are there. Recognize their presence. Second, they are telling us something, isn't it? They are telling us something. Just let's not be careless, negligent, not to listen to them. When they are saying something, let's not be careless, negligent. Let us listen. Let us patiently listen. Point two. So people are there around there. Point 1, they are there to tell us beautiful things. Point 3, don't be negligent, patiently listen them. Fourth point is exhaustively in detail grasp what they are saying. You know? Make a habit of it. Grasp what they are saying. Fourth. Then the fifth one, key in that what they said. What is needed for us, what is useful for us, what is required for us, let us take it. That art of taking the thing we must have developed again. Okay? Because even though they are experienced elderly wise people, yet in their speech, everything need not be the most important thing. Even if it is so, everything may not be useful for me. I must have the art of eating the banana, throwing the skin, isn't it? Eat the banana, throw it, like that's how in the world, in many of things you can see the to give us a chance for our discrimination, both the things are mixed up and sent. हर एक फल सब्जी हमको छिलके के साथ में उसको निकाल के फेंको जो चाहिए ले लो. In our body also, what is required for it, it takes. What is not required, it throws away. In the same way, listen to the good advice of the people around. Don't judge immediately, don't reject it too. Pause and analyze what exactly they are saying. Grasp exactly the entire thought, what they are saying. A good patience required for that. And then after that, not necessary every time whatever others say is 100% true, 100% correct, 100% useful for us. कोई जरूरत नहीं. कभी कभी 100% भी यूजफुल हो सकता है, कभी 70, 80, 60, कभी 30% ओनली वर्दी, कभी कभी 5% ओनली इट मे बी वर्दी, 1% sometimes. That 1% only let us grasp. If totally unwanted, keep away. Even that art also you must have, depending on your requirement position. Fifth point is this one, that the art of receiving what is given to us by the Lord in the form of various these elders, experienced people and their advice. प्रत्यक्ष रूप से तो भगवान नहीं आते ना, इन्हीं के रूप से आते. Fifth point. Sixth one is important key. We have to use our own buddhi, intellect, discretion also. Very essential. To know what is required for me, what is not required for me. Throughout the day, throughout life, in all aspects. Food, clothing, shelter, no? Just no food, clothing, shelter only was asked. What is my annam, what is my avasaha, all of that. So, regarding everything, what is needed to me, what is not required, that much to every one of us, as early as possible, must know. Maximum, what food I need, what is not good for me. How many hours I have to sleep, correct, neither more nor less. What type of atmosphere, with what type of AC fan suits me, fresh air suits me, kis tarah ka, which bedsheet suits me, with pillow suits me, that also is a wisdom. Wrong pillow utilized, then पूरा neck pain होता है दिन भर, चलता ही रहता है, it leads to other things. And when you go to doctor, he says you are using pillow wrongly or wrong pillow. छोटा चीज but problem इतना होता है. Or you are living in a room which is full of suffocation, no ventilation, no air. That's why lack of fresh oxygen, etc. In time, it has affected your breathing, etc. वो बोलते हो. Oh, I'm just giving some examples. So, what is required for me? I must know. है ना, इतना दिमाग तो बनता है. While knowing, yeah, ask others, but I must clearly know which exercise okay for me. Jogging okay, walking okay, cycling okay, aerobics, anaerobics, yoga, pranayama. See, so many are there. What is my age? What are my physiological plus minus according to that? I must know, and it cannot be the same. What terrible yoga asanas I could do at the age of 20, 30, I can't do at the age of 80, 90. अब चक्रासन करो, मयूर आसन करो, होता नहीं. ओल्ड एज में ओनली वन शवासन. Isn't it? I have to have very, very clear picture regarding myself. Let us not insult ourselves and our intellects by always remaining in vagueness regarding our essentials, our needs. So too, what's not required. All the things. Which places I have to go, should not, who are the people I have to have friendship. All of that हमको clarity होना है. Beautiful a human being's life is if he is pakka in these things. Sixth point is this, that I must be very clear. Seventh is essential कि whether I am clear by my intellection, whether I got the guidance, knowledge from others, I'll be better in my life, I'll be benefited in my life, I'll be growing in my life only when I am practical. Seventh one. है ना? Without being practical in whatever is told, will I get benefit? हर एक चीज में हमें प्रैक्टिस से ही हमको फल मिलता है. बिना किए फल नहीं मिलता है इस जगत में. So that art of being practical regarding everything, being in that active position, in that dynamic status of being practical, dynamic, active. कहा डॉक्टर ने अब एक्सरसाइज करो आप कल से. लैक ऑफ एक्सरसाइज द रीजन फॉर दिस. वंस यू ग्रास्प इट देन बी प्रैक्टिकल. बस उठो, आधा घंटा पहले चलो. Isn't it? Practical regarding. And this is the diet you have to add into or change or drop. And then call the husband and tell him, see, you are cooking food for me. These are the things you please avoid from tomorrow. Not good for me. Isn't it? Be practical there. Many of us are lazy in listening to others, lazy in our own self knowing, more lazy in being practical. वो होना ही नहीं चाहिए. That is to be rejected. That's it. Ruthlessly, without discussion. Being dynamic, active in knowing and doing is the dignity of human being for the simple fact that knowing gives joy, that doing gives joy. Result की बात बाद में. The joy of life is in wisdom and being active. That we have to recognize. Then when that wisdom based action gives beautiful results, उसका आनंद और ही अलग है. Isn't it? Yes, I knew what doctor told. I understood. And I did what he said. There's a joy. And when I did it, it really helped me. That physiological problem gone. I'm fine. उसका आनंद मजेदार है कि नहीं बताओ. This is what is life to be enjoyed. Always crying, frustrated है. इनमें से कुछ नहीं होता और मुझे कुछ नहीं होता. These are all very negative things. वो कभी आना ही नहीं चाहिए लाइफ में. Seventh point is I have to be practical. Okay. Eighth one is important. Ki how much ever I have wisdom gained from others, wisdom gained from myself, and I am doing things practically. Eighth one, please remember, still the prarabdha has its own role to play. Never forget it. That everything won't happen according to as we planned or have chosen. जो हमारे प्रारब्ध में नहीं है, isn't it? It won't happen even if you do it. नहीं देना हमें, नहीं देना बस. भगवान नहीं देना चाहते. How this doing with other permutation combination, some other result may come some other time. Yes, yet at this moment, whatever the prarabdha has to come to me, it will come only. And all cares I took of medical and food sambandhi. फिर भी ये क्यों हुआ बीमारी? That's what is prarabdha. It will come. We have to be mentally prepared for that. Because lots of karma we have done in the past. It has to give result, na? Bolo. It won't go. If you say the earlier karma should not give result, then today's karma also will not give result tomorrow then. है ना? कल परसों जो मैंने रॉन्ग फूड खाया, of it the effect, if you say it should not be there today, then today if you are eating good food, that's effect of positive health will not be there then tomorrow. That is very important point. Number 8, the prarabdha will be there. Okay. Therefore, the ninth point is what? Always in the upasana to that Ishvara, the Paramatma. Oh Lord, give me wisdom, give me behave well. Wisdom, yukta, well behavior alone should happen through me so that all the time I have better prarabdha only. Ninth point. That Ishvara, Anugrahartham, Ishvara Upasana, to put us on right path. He will put us. He has his own ways. Many a times, our wisdoms, our willpowers may not be sufficient because of our prarabdha of the past and the society around. बहुत terrible होगा तो बात हमसे नहीं होगा ना. So then we pray to the Ishvara. Point number 9. 10th is very essential. Ki with Ishvara prayer, with Ishvara kripa, with wisdom gained, with continuously working according to wisdom, even though we are getting good positive results of safety, security, comforts, happiness in the world. Please remember yet, finally coming to the spirituality, all of them are not the truth or the ultimate goal. घूम फिरा के finally we have to shift our attention to the thinking about the truth, the thinking about the reality. Because in the unreal world, in the imaginary world, every gain is equivalent to loss only, no? Think. Finally, that should click to us, especially to you and I. For the newcomers, I may not expect, but for us, those who are everyday listening तत्व शास्त्र, हमें तो धीरे ये बात अब तक घुसना चाहिए था. Come what may, in the truth alone, only the true safety, security can be there. That feeling, has it come? If it has come, we are really blessed from last 5 years and all our struggles are becoming fruitful. घूम फिरा के कुछ भी करो, in the truth only there can be relaxation. The truth, the reality, the self, whichever the name you give it. In no other thing can be the final redemption. इसी में होगा. चाहे कुछ भी हो, आप कुछ भी उठपटांग करो, you will all have something good temporary. That's why you see in our life, everything is good temporarily, but फिर से बिगड़ रहा है. Relation with wife or husband. How wonderful good for 2 seconds, and immediately you fight. Continuously you won't fight, but continuously you won't love also. Isn't it? Suddenly good news you see in newspaper. Suddenly एक दिन फिर से bad news दिखता है. कुछ भी ठीक ही नहीं रहा इस जगत में लगातार. We have to catch that point. And if you little common sense wisdom भी हमको, look into our own past life, so long we lived. Health, ill health, respect, disrespect, good digestion, no digestion, people loving us, not, all things आ रहे जा रहे, आ रहे जा रहे. That's what is life. But that is not the only thing to be done or achieved in life. There is something permanent, eternal. That seeking is the ultimate point. Is our mind tending towards it? 10th point, this one. And the 11th and the last is what? All of these things we have to go through in a active, alert, relaxed mode. In a relaxed mode, but actively and alertness के साथ. When you say relax, it is not laziness. When we say active, alert, it is not again tension. Relaxed. Listen to others, relaxed way. Understand thoroughly what they said, relaxed way. What is useful in that knowledge given by them, accept it, relaxed way. Use your own discretion and understand what is good and not good for you. आराम से इत्मीनान से रिलैक्स वे करो. Then understand that we have to be practical and be practical in a wonderful, planned, relaxed way. The people, 100 things they do, but you don't see an iota of tension, anxiety in them. कुछ लोग कुछ करते नहीं लेकिन सबको टेंशन में लगाते हैं, खुद भी टेंशन में. Isn't it? Tension free. Keep doing, sorry, gaining your own knowledge. Then be practical in doing what is known. Relaxed. Then also know that continuously the prarabdha also affects. Know it. Relax. Yeah, it's my prarabdha. चल रहा है. रोना नहीं मेरा प्रारब्ध अरे बाबा नहीं प्रारब्ध is good also. That the past karma phala coming and that is getting cleaned off. It's cleaning only. Any difficulties we have, be happy. That the prarabdha getting exhausted. And from that learn vairagya and become spiritual. Spiritual final solution to hai. Anyway, before that the other two things, after doing our effort, still the prarabdha counts. Therefore, invoke the divine grace through upasanas for everything to be settled. If that doesn't work, no, why our Rishi Munis have recommended to us? Is there any Shastra where the Ishvara's Anugraha is not invoked? Even in Shwethashwathara Upanishad, so much the last chapter is here also. How many mantras were there? Upanishad maybe. Yasya prasadad ahameva Vishnu. We are seeing every day. Do it that also in a relaxed manner. Regular, sincere, but relaxed. Today this is every day my this half an hour upasana. उसमें भगवान को थ्रू मंत्रोच्चारण नहलाता हूँ, चंदन कुमकुम लगाया, एंड आई एम डूइंग ऑल दिस अकॉर्डिंग टू माई ऋषि मुनीस, अकॉर्डिंग टू पुराण में, पुराण में भरकर उपासनाएं कैसे करना, क्यों करना, सारा वही दिया जाता. Based on them only in every temple, every pujari does it. So we have the authority. So this 40 minutes of I am doing it. In that I am conscious that my Ishtadevata, my Lord of worship, is very much in this Murti or picture. So these upasanas I am consciously doing to him and he is receiving it. I don't want him to physically come here, I don't want to bother him. Same time, my puja should not go waste. So through this pratima as a madhyama, I am doing upasana to him. And I am very clear in asking him what I want. Oh Lord, give me safety, security. Give me the every sort of comforts. Give me the wisdom, give me the ability to perform, give me the result. I know you will not give result unless the performance is done. Unless the performance is based on wisdom, worthy result you can't give. Therefore, give me jnana. Bala buddhi vidya dehu mohi. तभी जाकर हरहु कलेश विकार. Every day I am doing it. Then slowly, fortunate we are, no need to worry about others, that we are exposed to Upanishads too. So through that, the Tattva Jnana is the final thing जो हमें हर प्रॉब्लम से रिलैक्स करेगा. Go towards it. So do the pursuit of this Tattva Jnana, etc. also with full relaxation. Slowly, steadily, our Upanishad class attending should become regular. Just doing study at home should become regular. Then the detailed, intricate things, yaad rahe na rahe, all is talked about that ultimate truth. This is its nature, and that's to be found within me, then everywhere. Then that is real, 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 that alone is real. Avoid in it. Everything is a play in it. In that play, follow the rules. This is what I have to do. Like I am playing the play of this body. Follow the rules. It's a body, it has to become old. You know, it has to merge back in the Panchamahamutas. That's the rule, part of the game. Accept it. But within it, behind that, I am somebody different other than it. Avoid in it. करते जाओ करते जाओ करते जाओ, होते रहेगा होता रहेगा होता रहेगा, हो जाएगा. That's how the Mahatmas, centered in the self, rooted in the self, birth, death, changeless one, and the Upadhi level, following all the rules. They play the game. And Gurudev. He lived in the body as long as the body had to live. While being so, he followed the rules of the body and he did the work which the Ishwar has given him. But within himself, I am that. See that? पक्का ये है आज के हम 11 विषय हमने प्रभु के कृपा से देखा. All of them are at that time are required. Help from outside required, our wisdom required, practice is required, acceptance required, upasana required. Ultimately, tattva-anubhuti alone, moksha, that knowledge practice required. Everything to be done, not in tension, not in worry, not in anxiety. In the relaxed mode. Relaxed is not laziness. Again, precision, perfection, sincerity everywhere. वो नहीं चाहिए. एक चीज जिंदगी में सीख ले, सिंसियरिटी, बाकी सब आ जाता. We are more serious rather than sincere. Yeah, sincere, serious, we are but sincere. Serious means worried, tensed, anxious. Nothing to worry, tensed, anxious. And by our becoming worried, tensed, anxious, things won't just change. Only things become aggravated. ठीक है. तो आज का ये 11 बातें हमने देखा. Right, friends? Now, today's our mantra is also typical one. We might have seen it. Some of you must be chanting also that one. The mantra is, I don't know whether we have done it. मेरे को कहीं दिख नहीं रहा कि we all have that fear of death, isn't it? And what will happen to us after it? Instead of worrying, suffering that fear, can we replace it by the prayer? A very famous prayer it is, shloka. We thought today we'll chant it. And there is nothing sentimental, bitter, frightening, emotional about it. It is a plain, simple prayer to Ishvara with the faith that he will answer. You all know that prayer, some of you must be doing it also. If not, start today. I will also start. The mantra is simple. Om Anayasena Maranam Vina Dainyena Jivanam Dehante Tavasayujyam Dehime. Today is Monday. Parameshwar. Okay. This is what is mantra. Uh-huh. I will change it with the permission of the one who has given that mantra. Hope he doesn't become angry with me. He first will bring that Vinadainiyana Jivanam, then go to the next one. That looks no. First to Acha Jivan Jiyo. So we will chant it this way. Hope it won't disturb the grammar also. Om Vinadainiyana Jivanam Anayasena Maranam Dehante Tava Sayujyam देहि में परमेश्वर. ये थोड़ा ज्यादा अच्छा लग रहा है मुझे. से हे परमेश्वर देहि में, यू आर परम ईश्वर. तम ईश्वराणां परमं महेश्वरम तम देवतानां च परमं च दैवतम पतिं पतीनां. We have seen that mantra in Upanishad only. So, O Parameshwara, O Jagadeshwara, O Sarveshwara, O Maker of the world, Maker of the rules, Changer of the rules, all powerful, all compassionate, all loving God. I am asking this with full faith that you can give. And what is the desirability in me that you should give me? That only one thing I am asking you. और कुछ नहीं. And you can give. ये दो ही चीज. Like Kevalam Krupaya Vada, we are seeing in the evening class. I am asking, that's what my qualification. And you can give. That's enough. What are the three things I am asking the Lord? First, Vina Dainyena Jivanam. The whole life should be without Dinata, Hinata, Kripanata, anywhere. You know, the Dinata means the feel sense of inferiority, sense of lowness, sense of downtrodden, sense of insecurity, sense of not cared, neglected. नो दीनता, उमदापन से जिएंगे. With whatever we have, let there be no deenata. Let there be this much money or this much money, but no deena. Let I am so famous in the world that the whole world knows me or doesn't know me. No deenata. See, yesterday that fellow came from some country who nothing. वो पाँव से बॉल को लात मारता है बस. Football. We also do football. But that one football game that fellow plays, see the fan following in the all over the world. When he comes to Kolkata, Hyderabad, Mumbai, लाखों लाखों लोग उसके लिए सिट्टी बजा रहे, तालियां बजा रहे. वाह रे भगवान, किसी बंदे का ऐसा प्रारब्ध है ना, तो भगवान क्या क्या कराते हैं. He is born somewhere to some parents, somewhere educated. Now he comes to a country where crores of people are clapping for him. It was surprise only, क्या प्रारब्ध है. But still it's not permanent. It is only external. What helps him is what he thinks of himself, what he goes through himself. That alone finally तो बात भी बनती है ना. See that feeling. Good, I was observing him. He was balanced, sober. उसको फिर हर country में आदत है. No, in every of the field, politics field में, sports field में, और the defense system में, medical में, हर एक में, the jivas who have to become famous, the Lord makes them do something and gives them that name and fame. वो चलता है. किसी को nobody knows him. He's all alone banda. Even spiritual field also some Mahatmas, there is such a great fan following. वही लोग फिर उनको गिराते. There is somebody in such a highest state, all alone in the Himalayas. फर्क नहीं पड़ता. These are all externals. So, vina dainyena jivanam. Let me not have a feeling, even a moment of dinata. That dinata in other language is called kripanata. And only spirituality alone saves us here also. Only when I know I am Brahman, I am not the jiva, the dinata goes away. As a jiva, continuously dinata will be there. Okay? So, vina dainyena jivanam. At a more grosser level, I should not be dina hina begging here or there and denied by the people and suffer. You are my Lord, I am praying to you, give me everything so that I, with great gratitudes to you, stand tall and live a self-respectful life. मैं क्यों दीन बनूं? पत्नी के सामने दीन, बच्चों के सामने दीन, पोतों के सामने दीन. क्या बकवास जिंदगी है. एवरीवेयर दीन दीन दीन. Opposite of it is arrogance. वो भी नहीं होना है. I know my position, I know everybody's position, I know how to respond. That's it. I will not harm others, I won't allow others to harm me. That kind of maturity. So, vina dainyena jivanam. Let my life, you know, the deenat of anarogya, it should not come to them. The deenat of poverty, that I have nothing to eat or proper food. No, होना ही नहीं चाहिए. Correct food quantity every day should come onto my dining table. Good clothing I must have, good shelter I must have, good number of friends I must have. किसी बात की दीनता मुझे नहीं होना है. And it is an insult to you, O Lord. I am your devotee. How can you allow me to be in dinata? So therefore, vina dainena jivanam. Okay, and then I am not insisting you to make me physically immortal. I know one day I'll die, but anayasena marana. Let that death happen without any ayasa to me and to people around. बस रात में सो गए, सुबह नहीं उठे, हो गया सुबह सुबह. एक मिनट. The opposite of ayasa maranam is fear throughout the day. कोई कहते हैं ना, there is a quotation in our language कि बंदा हर दिन टेंस्ड अप है लेकिन 100 साल जिया, अब देखो क्या है का परेशानी. अनायास मीन the thought of death should never come even a moment in my life. That is the meaning. And when the time has to, departure has to come, the hospital में दौड़ो भागो एडमिट हो जाओ, अरे भयंकर हो. Even something happens, We should have one or two doctors who are kind towards us. Ask them, मैं जीऊंगा कि मरूंगा? Should I go through this treatment or not? Quickly tell me. No, you'll not die alive. So then take me home. In a minute, I want to die. That's it. That is better. Or anayasa. Some many great fortunate people aram se do. And Mahayogis, they understand the prarabdha of Sharira is over. They consciously live and go. The example of that snake they give. How that snake leaves its skin outer and moves ahead. है ना? पेड़ के दो डालियों के बीच में इसको चला जाता है. Then that skin remains. It is effortless. The yogis who have discovered themselves to be the self, not the body, use the body like they use any of the equipments. एक दिन हो गया ऐसे काम ले लिया. That is called anayasa maranam. By choice. Then third one, dehante. When I leave body, again not मेंढक मत बनाओ दोबारा. यहाँ कोई ऐसा चिपकली बन ना. तव सायुज्यम. Let me be realizing oneness with you. Dehi me, give me, O Paramesh. A good mantra. Whoever has written it, in it all the important three things are added. Okay? Let us chant it 12 times. Om Vinadainyena Jivanam Anayasena Maranam Dehante Tava Sayujyam Dehi me Parameshwara. Om Parameshwaraya Namaha. Om Vinadainyena Jivanam अनायासेन मरणं देहान्ते तव सायुज्यं देहि मे परमेश्वर. ओम परमेश्वराय नमः. ओम विना दैन्येन जीवनम् अनायासेन मरणं देहान्ते तव सायुज्यं देहि मे परमेश्वर. ओम परमेश्वराय नमः. ओम विना दैन्येन जीवनम् अनायासेन मरणं देहान्ते तव सायुज्यं देहि मे परमेश्वर. ओम श्री परमेश्वराय नमः. ओम विना दैन्येन जीवनम् अनायासेन मरणं देहान्ते तव सायुज्यं देहि मे परमेश्वर. ओम परमेश्वराय नमः. See, while praying it, drop all tension, worry, anxiety at his feet. Add to oneself the faith that I have told him and he's going to do best for me, and I am conscious I am not going to be worried about anything. That feeling. Every day when we go on doing it, our heart becomes such strong power. And so too, live a whole life by efforts and leave the body and merge in the God. It's not so simple. Sometimes in our journeys, the driver brings the car perfectly with neat, clean on time. Opened the door, you said traffic is खुला, सीधा पहुंच गए एयरपोर्ट. That day, for whatever reason, not much rush to. All the checking ने हो गया आराम से. Boarding pass ले लिए. You stood there, announcement हो गया. You boarded the flight. One day smooth takeoff, excellent travel, a wonderful landing. इतना पता ही नहीं से land हुआ. Somebody came to receive you, you went. How beautiful it happened. ट्रेन जर्नी टू. आराम से बैठ गए, खाना टाइम पे आया, खाए. कोई जर्क्स नहीं है ट्रेन में. दूर चला गया, उतर गए, पहुंच गए. और गोइंग टू द ऑफिस, एवरीथिंग बढ़िया सा निपट लिया उस दिन. सबॉर्डिनेट्स केम ऑन टाइम, डिड ऑल द वर्क. द टारगेट दैट वाज केप्ट इज अचीव्ड दैट डे. होता है कि नहीं कभी कभी. कभी ना कोई शादी करनी बेटे का, बहुत आराम से वो टाइम पे तय भी हो गया. Sufficient money has also come. Good venue got. बढ़िया सा पंडित जी मिले. And wonderful card printed. Everybody got it. All of them came blessed. Excellent. जिंदगी में ऐसे चीजें होते हैं. Whole life should be like that. That's the purpose of this mantra. Om anayase, sorry, Om vina dainyena jivanam anayasena maranam dehante tava sayujyam dehi me parameshwara. Om parameshwaraya namaha. Om vina dainyena jivanam anayasena maranam dehante tava sayujyam dehi me parameshwara. Om Shri Parameshwaraya namaha. ॐ विना दैन्येन जीवनम् अनायासेन मरणं देहान्ते तव सायुज्यं देहि मे परमेश्वर ॐ श्री परमेश्वराय नमः ॐ विना दैन्येन जीवनम् अनायासेन मरणं देहान्ते तव सायुज्यं देहि मे परमेश्वर ॐ श्री परमेश्वराय नमः ॐ विना दैन्येन जीवनम् अनायासेन मरणं देहान्ते तव सायुज्यं देहि मे परमेश्वर ॐ श्री परमेश्वराय नमः ॐ विना दैन्येन जीवनम् अनायासेन मरणं देहान्ते तव सायुज्यं देहि मे परमेश्वर ॐ श्री परमेश्वराय नमः ॐ विना दैन्येन जीवनम् अनायासेन मरणं देहान्ते तव सायुज्यं देहि मे परमेश्वर. That vina dainyena jivanam, we have contributed so much to the world that it gave us so much fulfillment. And we have contributed sufficiently to ourselves too through our sufficient possible spiritual sadhanas, knowingly, consciously done. Ananamaranam, that also we know it. No tension, no. Ab chhod do sab. Dehante tavasayajam, very relaxed. I am going to only merge in Paramatma. It's a devil mind. It makes us identify the upadhis, makes us live only for the upadhis. At that time, makes us do all nonsense and creates all the attachment, tensions, worries. सिर्फ mind के thoughts हैं ये सब. Through the prayer, as we said now, through our wisdom, we have to keep those aspects of the mind of unnecessary worry, anxiety, tensions. No need. ऐसे दम दम घुटते हुए नहीं जीना हमको. बिना दैन्य न जीवन. And that all finally will come, not by any other suppressions, repressions, escapisms. No means only one way, that I am eternal Brahman. That's it. इसके अलावा ये बात जो है बिना दीनता का जीना नहीं हो सकता. Think about that ultimate also. I have that confidence in sharing this with you because we are the students of Upanishads. जो उपनिषदिक स्टूडेंट नहीं है, कोई मुझे बैंक वैंक में या कहीं कॉर्पोरेट वर्ल्ड में प्रवचन देने को बुलाया, तो देन आई कांट टॉक दिस दैट वेहिमेंटली एज आई कैन टू. I can tell because I am a Swami, wherever I am called, I'll do what I have to do also, not only what they ask me. बोलूंगा मैं, बट जितना कॉन्फिडेंटली हमको यहाँ हम कह सकते हैं. So that's why strengthen the tattva jnanam day by day. Other than that, nothing can help. है ना? Like if we discuss and find a means for any other financial health solution, तो कब तक रहेगा वो? है ना? Yes, I will live long, 290 years. But what will be my body at that time? So the general rule, so you can't avoid, no? है कि नहीं? Anything in this world have no permanent solution. So, in fact, in our effort to set the things outside, we only are doing new karmas and becoming cause for new karma phala. That's what Krishna says in second chapter, what's some shloka? Ma karma phala hetur bhu. Mate sangosta karmani also, same time. But कर्म फल हेतु भी नहीं बनना चाहिए. हाँ, help yourself. Thank you. ओम 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 सहना भवतु. ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो. ओम यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वम्. ओम शंकरं शंकराचार्यम्. ओम निधये सर्वविद्यानाम्. ओम श्रुतिस्मृति पुराणानाम्. ओम नमो ओम गुरु पुंगव पुंगव केतनते ब्रह्मानंदम परम सुखदम परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदाचार्येभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थं धर्म संस्थापकानां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत शिव कृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुघ्न समूल निर्मूल पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हैन्दव संस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्षपुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षामागतानां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्मसाफल्यार्थं कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः शंकर समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम नित्यानंदं निराधारम्। पारायणम अथ षष्ठोध्यायः सप्तम मंत्रादारभ्य। छठे अध्याय के 7, 8, 9 पाठ करो। स्टडी पे हमारा वही चल रहा है। ओम तमीश्वराणां परमं महेश्वरं तं देवतानां परमं च दैवतं पतिं पतीनां परमं परस्तात् विदामदेवं भुवनेशमेड्यं न तस्य कार्यं करणं च विद्यते न तत्समश्चाभ्यधिकश्च दृश्यते परास्य शक्तिर्विविधैव श्रूयते स्वाभाविकी ज्ञानबलक्रिया च न तस्य कश्चित् पतिरस्ति लोके न चेशिता नैव च तस्य लिङ्गम् स कारणं करणाधिपाधिपः न चास्य कश्चित् जनिता न चाधिपः. 9 mantras we chanted. Now, in the 8th mantra, that's what we chanted now. The 3rd and 4th lines we have to grasp. एक बार मंत्र बोल लीजिएगा. कथम महेश्वरत्वम् इति आह. ओम न तस्य कार्यं करणं च विद्यते न तत्समश्चाभ्यधिकश्च दृश्यते परास्य शक्तिर्विविधैव श्रूयते स्वाभाविकी ज्ञानबलक्रिया च. So many things as secondary understandings we can get from these mantras, which are so helpful. Again, it becomes a repetition only, but still I will touch it. Natasya karyam karanam vidyate. In that pure Brahman, the karya, the sthula sharira, karanam, the sukshma sharira, na vidyate. From that lesson for us is what? With sthula sukshma sharira as jiva only, all limitations, bondages, sufferings. बस इतना कहकर मैं छोड़ दिया. Second, न तत्समश्चाभ्यधिकश्च दृश्यते. He is one without second. Therefore, there is nobody. Lesser than him, equivalent to him, higher than him. है ना? कार्य करना troubles me personally by myself. Then somebody other than me, he also troubles me. If he is higher than me, also troubles me. If he is lower than me, also. If he is equal, also. हायर है तो सप्रेस करेगा, लोअर है तो बात नहीं सुनेगा, इक्वल है तो कॉम्पीट करेगा. Thank God to the Brahman, there is no such problem because there is nobody lesser than him, higher than him, equal to him because he is one without second. From this also the lesson is what? Only in discovering that oneness, the struggles because of the competitions, repressions, suppressions we transit. Otherwise, as a जीवा with उपाधि, किसी से ज्यादा होंगे हम, किसी से कम होंगे, दोनों से हम सफर करें. And this generation means the just going generation, not going, the generation between now who are age of 35 to 55. They're the most unfortunate lot in the universe. Ki, their parents also troubled them. Troubled means suppressed, repressed, dominated, commanded. And the children also have troubled them. They're the most unfortunate. That generation. दोनों तरह से इनको तबला पेटी की तरह है ना पिटाई मिला उनको. I'm just telling you the world. So for this Paramatma Tattva, na tat samaha, na tat abhyadikaha, na tat anyaha. Lower also, avaraha also. Kinchit. तीनों नहीं है. That's the beauty. And then it will be an extension common sense thought, if I add it, which is not a part of subject, but still it may help us, is what? That maturity, like Hanumanji, like so many great people we have to have, कि किनके साथ जब हम होते हैं उस वैसे बिहेव करना. एज वाइज, if you are with children, childlike, not childish. If with the youth, tune to them. If you are with middle aged, with them. Elderly, with them. जिनसे है उनसे रहने का हमें सीखना है. That art, if we develop, then we are not burden to others, and that situation and others also are not problem to us. We are not able to adjust. That's called as ice break. Otherwise, we just get blocked only. The ice of ego should never be in that form. It should be all in the form of the melted water only. आइस कहीं भी वो टिकता नहीं, टिकता रहा, कोई गिलास में डालो, बट जब वो पानी के में पिघल जाते हैं उसको पिघलाते हैं, एनी ग्लास, एनी टम्बलर, एनी साइज, इट विल फिट. That's why in all the programs, first the ice breaking session there, so that the people who come like ice blocks, they break the iceness and they mingle and they have the common projects to achieve. Anywhere, somebody is suffering, there we should know how to behave. Somebody is very happy, है ना, जो रो रहा है उसके पास जाके वो सिंपथाइज करके यू शेयर इट. उसको वेदांत सुनाएगा तो फिर और ज्यादा रोएगा वो, इजंट इट? और बहुत खुशी में है वो बंदा, उसके बाद जाकर यार तू क्यों खुश हो रहा है, एक दिन मरेगा. डोंट टेल दैट, लेट हिम बी. इन गीता इट कम्स वेरी क्लियरली, थर्ड चैप्टर, न बुद्धि भेदम जनयत. किसी का बुद्धि का भेदन मत करो. अज्ञानाम कर्म संगीनाम, खासकर जोशयेत सर्व कर्माणि विद्वान युक्त समाचरण. इफ यू आर ए विद्वान, तुम तो खुद जोश से उसका भी जोश बढ़ाओगे. हिंदी वर्ड यूसेस कृष्णा, जोशयेत, है ना. देयर इज सम जोशी लोग इन सम स्टेट. जोश से जीना. सर्व कर्माणि विद्वान युक्त समाज. So from this is the lesson. Wherever just fit there, educated, uneducated, city people, village people, जो भी है वहां हमको मिलना है. You can see that a good extent in our Prime Minister. When he meets the international brand of Trumpsu, Putinsu, that gesture is that. When he is with the government school children, फिर उनके साथ भी वही रहते. Any workers, that flexibility. I am not ego and I am not in the past or future. In the present, I am here to perform. The performance is in the interest of the world around me. When these things are clear, automatically हमें click होता है कि कैसा रहना, कैसा जीना. So by the way, this can be a learning from न तत् समश्चाभ्यधिकश्च दृश्यते. We are not lower than anyone to be suppressed. We are not there greater to anybody to feel arrogance. सब में एक ही वर्मान. एंड उपाधि वाइज, दोज उपाधियों का क्या है यार, ट्राई करो, यू आल्सो बिकम एनीथिंग, नथिंग टू वरीड. जरूरत है क्या वो देखो. एंड दैट शुड नॉट बी एन एस्केपिज्म अगेन फॉर लेजीनेस. स्वामी जी आपने कहा इसलिए मैं बहुत कुछ बन सकता था लेकिन ट्राई नहीं किया, दैट इज लेजीनेस. यू टोल्ड एवरीथिंग इज टेम्पररी, सो आई टोल्ड यू दैट टू सीक द रियलिटी. इफ यू हैव सॉट द रियलिटी देन दिस इज अंडरस्टैंडेबल. इसके लिए कोशिश किया ही नहीं और बाकी टाइम बर्बाद किया निकम्मा बनकर. एंड यू टेक मी एज एग्जांपल. यू टोल्ड एवरीथिंग इन द वर्ल्ड इज टेम्पररी, दैट्स व्हाई आई डिडंट बिकम एमएलए और एमपी और डॉक्टर. नो नो नो, दैट्स नॉट. यू बिकम. दैट इज इन द बिगिनिंग. भगवान तो अर्जुन को कहा युद्ध करो, तस्मात् युध्यस्व युध्यस्व. एट दैट लेवल. When Arjuna gets matured after 8th, 9th chapter, then what is permanent, what is temporary. But finally you decide. Yatechasi tata kuru. Okay. Natat samaschabhyadikascha drishyate. He is one without second. Third one is important. Para asya shakti. Okay. Para asya shakti. His shakti is supreme most. And parts of his shakti only are ours. And our shakti cannot be more than his shakti. His is para. Okay. Comparatively, you say his Shakti is more than ours. Comparison chhod do. Just by Shakti you talk about, his Shakti is supreme, greatest. परा का तो अर्थ है ना, हम सबके शक्ति से उनका शक्ति ज्यादा है. That is comparatively saying the meaning of the word para. Comparatively छोड़ दो, just say he has Shakti which is supreme, para, greatest. And so great it is, vividhaiva shruyate. Shruyate means drishyate. That let us chant what the Bhashyakara says. Para asya shakti vida eva shruyate. He said that only as it is, he has written. The Shakti of Paramatma alone is shown to us through all Purana Itihasas, where he is able to do Srushti, Sthiti, Laya, Nigraha, Anugraha, all of that. Para asya shakti vividha eva shruyate. In another language, it's called, just now we saw in our common sense thought, for that point number 8 or 9, that the Lord is He who is able to do something. We can do things something differently too, and He can undo it also. Technically, the definition of Ishvara is Kartum Shakyaha, He can do. Akartum Shakyaha, He can undo. Anyatha Kartum Shakyaha, He can do it otherwise. That is the Ishvara. That is the meaning of Parasya Shakti. Vividha eva shruyate. Vividha eva shruyate. So then, Paramatma's Shakti is the one who is doing its vilasa, because of which on that Paramatma only so many millions and millions of Rupa Nama we are seeing, and not only stuck with wonderment but also stuck with attachment. His Shakti only made these upadhis, and through these upadhis the world is perceived. And in the mind, the variety of vrittis that are coming and that are prompting us to do this or that, ये सब नाटक चल ही रहा है, वो उन्हीं की शक्ति है. It's all नाटक only, no? Basically, I am a pure conscious existing self. Where from the upadhi? Where the individuality with this upadhi? Why this upadhi yuktami should see the world? Why should I get attracted to something other? Why should I have desire for it? Why I have to work for it? Why I have to get frustrated even after getting it? अब देख क्या नाटक चल रहा है. अब एक बार ना कभी डिटैच होकर ऐसी चीज सोचो. Then the vairagya comes. Vairagya alone will help us in this world, and Paramatma Prapti alone will help us ultimately. So para asya shakti vividha eva shruyate. In that, the take home point is, in this world, anything, everything is happening is because of Shakti, and all are His only, the Shaktis. Para asya shakti vividha eva shruyate. Okay. Now the last one, that Shakti of Him is Swabhaviki. That Shakti of Him is Jnana Kriya and Bala Kriya. What do you mean by Swabhaviki? Sacha Swabhaviki. It is His own Swabhava. It is His own inherent eternal power. About that, nothing else to be questioned or asked. Why He has got that power and why He is using that this way and that way. ये सारे प्रश्नों आंसर नहीं होते. वो प्रश्न नहीं पूछना ही आंसर. Isn't it? These are some small little tricks which help us a long way in life, in many things. This is one. परमात्मा की तो बात है ही, even in the world. Why somebody is behaving like that? It is that person's swabhava. Don't try to change that person's swabhava. Then you get into a wrong habit of trying to change everybody's स्वभाव. और कितने लोगों का चेंज करोगे? आप बताओ. How many people's स्वभाव you keep on changing? You change yourself, your attitude, your relation to them. You accept it, that's it. वो बंदा ऐसे ही रहेगा बस. तुम ठीक हो ना, ठीक है. You try once, twice, thrice. Do little puja. और नहीं हो पाया तो then save yourself. That's it. स्वाभाविक है, उसका सवाल नहीं होता. जवाब नहीं होता. मतलब समझे. But why that person behaves like that? There is no why that person behaves like that. आप उसको लेकर टेंशन एंग्जाइटी नहीं होना, बैठ के बात करो, भाई दिस इज व्हाट इट इज, कैन यू चेंज, दिस इज वेयर प्रॉब्लम हैपनिंग, यू नो, देयर आर 10-20 ways ऑफ ट्राइंग, एंड बियॉन्ड दैट उसका स्वभाव ऐसा है, वह करो क्या, बचाओ अपने आप को, बचाओ, अग्नि बर्न्स, दैट इज इट्स स्वभाव, बचाओ अपने आप को, स्नेक बाइट्स एंड इट इज पॉइजनस, इट विल किल, उसका स्वभाव है, आप यू सेव योर सेल्फ, सन इज हॉट, इट विल बी वेरी हॉट इन द आफ्टरनून, वो उनका स्वभाव, टेक छाता और डोंट गो आउट, दैट्स इट. Swabhaviki is what in this world everybody is behaving according to their swabhav. Ah, right or wrong, some discussion is there in Shastras, etc. Everybody should shift from wrong to the right, that is all there. But हमारा कैपेसिटी कितना है किसी को कमांड डिमांड करने. Let us change our swabhava from bad to good. That is enough. That's what we have come for. Seeing us, if somebody gets inspired, good. If you are given a position like you are an acharya, you are a teacher, then that's a job you do there. Like this is, I'm doing this job of doing this at sun. I'm not teaching you or I'm not ordering you, nothing. ये बस इस ड्यूटी दिया गया है, हम कर रहे हैं, राइट. सो टू परमात्मा शक्ति स्वाभाविकी, it is his own. Okay. And in that Swabhaviki Shakti, remember, Krupa, Karuna, Prema also are there. It is natural to him. He doesn't need to put efforts. If somebody prays to him and says, Bhagwan, इतने पाप किया मैंने, आप क्षमा करो. कौन सा पाप? He'll just the list. Yeah, they can be forgiven. Nature is forgiven. और मेरे पास आ गए ना, अब चल ठीक है, एक जीव को कोई गल नहीं. ए चित्रगुप्त थोड़ा थोड़ा एडिट कर दो, उसको ठीक कर दो कंप्यूटर में. उसने आया ना मेरे पास, मांगा ना, एरोगेंट तो नहीं हो. अविचेत सुदुराचार, आई नो दैट, बट भजते माम अन्य भाग भी है ना, इसलिए साधुरेव समन्तव्य, दिस इज कॉल्ड एज हिज शक्ति स्वाभाविकी, राइट फ्रेंड्स, साचा स्वाभाविक. द लास्ट वन इज दैट शक्ति ऑफ द लॉर्ड इज ज्ञान एंड बल क्रिया च, ज्ञान बल क्रिया च, ज्ञान क्रिया एंड बल क्रिया. व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ दिस टू? ज्ञान क्रिया सर्व विषय ज्ञान प्रवृत्ति, क्रिया मीन्स प्रवृत्ति, सर्व विषय ज्ञान है, क्रिया मीन्स सर्व विषय ज्ञान प्रवृत्ति, मीन्स दिस नथिंग गोज अननोन टू द लॉर्ड. सर्व ज्ञान क्रिया, ओके, सर्व विषय ज्ञान प्रवृत्ति. Even in a microbe, one cell, also what's happening in it, Ishvara knows, because it's all pervading consciousness. है कि नहीं? जनरली वी डोंट नो, लाइक दिस ऑन द वॉल में दो चार मच्छर है, अब उसके अंदर क्या हो रहा है, हाउ डू यू नो? Generally we can assess that they want to be alive, for it needs blood, it is just waiting for you to sleep. When you sleep, slowly it comes and takes it. इतना tentatively you can say, but other than that, in that जीव और क्या क्या हो रहा है क्या पता. फिजियोलॉजिकली इन दैट मॉस्किटो, वो भी भोजन कर रहा है, उसका भी शरीर बढ़ रहा है, वृद्धि हो रहा है, वो भी होल्ड हो जाएगा. All of that are there happening in it. So jnana kriya the Lord knows. Sarva Vishaya Jnana. In that you can add at the macro level at this very moment, in this infinite cosmos, where one entire solar system is getting dissolved in one black hole because its work is over. The Lord knows. And a new solar system is required for the cosmos. Then that also is getting projected somewhere. The Lord knows. Right? जैसे at this very moment I'm talking to you, in this world of 800 million people, somebody died and somebody is born. है ना? Human beings, animals, plants, the leaves, the birds, चलता ही है दुनिया. In the same way in the cosmos, it's not a big deal. We calculate the life of the earth to be so much, so much, so much. The life of earth span. इतने लाखों लाखों करोड़ों साल से पृथ्वी है. In the infinite time, it is a second only. Time is such a funny thing. It's funny. फनी इन द सेंस व्हाट, उसका कोई मेजरमेंट सामान कोई ऐसा कोई पक्का नहीं होता है. In that infinite time, the coming and earth, the going of earth is like a leaf came to the tree and fell. That's it. उतना ही होता है समय का. लाइक अपना भी जीवन हमको इतना लंबा चौड़ा दिखता है, और क्या है वो उधर जन्म लिए, इधर पाएगा, पढ़ाई किया, नौकरी की, शादी कर ली, हो गया, फिनिश. व्हाट इज द इश्यू देयर? We can say that I lived a long life of so much troubling everybody. क्या कोई फर्क नहीं, isn't it? In this world of happenings. So the Lord at the macro level, He just is unconscious also. A new universe He can create. He can dissolve the existing. Ah, that's called as Sarvajnana Kriya. Sarvajnana Pravritti. Okay, Sarva Vishaya Jnana. So to Bala Kriya. What is the Bala Paramatma? Ultimate answer. So beautiful it is. Swasannidhi Matrena Sarvam Vashikritya Niyamanam. By his Sannidhi Matra, mere presence, so Sarvam, everything, Vashikritya, keeping in his control, Niyamanam, he manages. He manages, maintains everything by keeping everything in his control by his mere presence. That is called as Balakriya. Samples of it, you know. Every day, thousand things we see. Somebody's presence making the things happen. Like your son-in-law comes home. So his presence is so great that he doesn't need to tell. कंटिन्यूसली उसके लिए चाय, बिस्कुट, पकौड़े बनते ही जाते. वो अपना स्वसन्निधि मात्रेण वशीकृत्य नियमनम करो. He didn't even utter a word, but you do it. और anybody, गुरु महाराज आ जाते हैं आपके घर, सन्निधि मात्रेण, you just, all the things start falling in right place. Examples बता रहा हूँ, just to apprehend this thought that the Lord also by his mere presence only, keeping everything in his control. Niyamana means does everything according to his own chosen niyama. Sannidhi matreణ. है ना? उपनिषद also यस्य सन्निधि मात्रेण देहेन्द्रिय मनोदयः विषयेषु स्वकीयेषु वर्तन्ते प्रेरिता इव. आत्मबोध श्लोक. So this is what Paramatma's Mahima. That Paramatma I know. In this way he is called as Maheshwara. कार्यकरण नहीं है इसलिए महेश्वर है, समाभ्यधिक नहीं है इसलिए महेश्वर है, शक्ति परा महेश्वर है, विविधा है वो शक्ति महेश्वर है, वो शक्ति स्वाभाविक है इसलिए महेश्वर है. फाइनली दैट शक्ति इज ज्ञान क्रिया बल क्रिया करने वाली है. दिस इज व्हाई द लॉर्ड इज महाईश्वर. बिकॉज ऑफ दिस ही इज सच ए ग्रेट वन दैट नोबडी कैन कमांड हिम. ही इज द लॉर्ड ऑफ ऑल. दैट इज टोल्ड इन द नेक्स्ट श्लोक. And all of that are spoken about that absolute reality, Brahman, about whom we don't even information also. Right now, because we are studying Upanishad, थोड़ा information मिल रहा है. Om, 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 पूर्णमदः Om, श्रुतिमात्रे नमः, तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. धन्यवाद मित्रों. कल हम देखेंगे बाकी. अब गीता पढ़ना आइए.